This video is going to be a brief overview for the process of coding your students with the Economic Disadvantage 2 indicator. So the Economic 2 indicator has been added to the MassAdd special program. So when you're inside of Frontline, you're going to go into the search bar and do MassAdd and find the MassAdd special program entry point. You're going to complete this entry based on grade level. And so I'll use Bells Hill here as an example. Again, elementaries, make sure that you complete your coding for both your traditional and your pre-K calendars. Secondary, you typically only have access to the traditional calendar, but for those special schools that may have multiple calendars, please make sure you code all students, all calendars. So here we're going to go by grade level. We'll start with first grade. We're going to select the start date of school. So 9/8/2020. This will capture all students that were enrolled on the first day of school and present. It will not capture those that were no-showed and have an enrollment date that is different from 9/8. So you may have to go back and pick out those individual students and add their Economic Disadvantage 2 indicator based on their specific start date. We'll pull a report to help you gather that information once our initial coding is complete. For the special program field, you're going to type in and find the Economic Disadvantage 2 indicator. Again, make sure that you do not code in the Economic Disadvantage 1 indicator. Those fields will be overwritten by the state file that writes into the system each month. So again, make sure you select Economic Disadvantage 2 indicator. And then the value we're going to code is our economically disadvantaged students. You'll type search, and you're going to be provided with a menu of students that will qualify. You'll see here if you have students that have already been coded with Economically Disadvantaged 2 indicator, they'll be in the excluded list. You then go to your Economic Disadvantage Calculator spreadsheet that many of you have completed. Again, what you're looking for here is about 100%. Or somewhere close based on enrollment numbers at the time of this spreadsheet. So these enrollment numbers have fluctuated since this spreadsheet was originally submitted. And once you've entered all of your manual entries for those that did not have online registration documentation, your campus list should now be complete for all students. And you can see here, it's an alphabetical listing, and it's got their EcoDis 2 indicator that will be entered into the system. Now what you need to do is highlight across row 2 and then hit Control Shift and the down arrow twice. This will highlight the whole sheet. You're going to go to the Data menu, create a filter, and then scroll back up to the top of your spreadsheet. You can see now that each of the columns has a filter in place. So again, we were looking at first grade, so I'm going to clear the selections for grade level and select only the first grade and click OK. And now I see the coding for all of my first grade students. And again, we only want to code those with the 99. And there's your full listing. You can now go in and select the students that match your list. Once you have all of your students selected, you click Add. And then when you click Submit, the Economically Disadvantaged 2 indicator will be added to each of those students. If you have the largest portion of your population that is economically disadvantaged, you can also do an Add All, which places all students in this list, and then go through and simply remove those students that do not qualify and submit for that sheet as well. So 2 different ways to do that, and I want you to make sure that you use the method that you're comfortable with or anything that you have done previously to make sure that the coding is accurate. If you have any questions about this process, please do not hesitate to contact us in the PEIMS department, and we're also going to provide you with a step sheet that guides you through these pieces as well. So any additional questions, again, you can find the emails at the bottom and give us a call, and we're happy to help. Thank you for all you do.